Boom bam, it's your boy ASB, and I'm here with Grime Culture, catching up with everything in the grime, UK, hip hop, everything, yeah. We're about to cover a little interview with my boys, yeah.
I'm with ASB, we get it ASAP. I grind hard with them pink sacks, scheming all on that brace stack till we find out where they're safe at. Dirty money like Diddy, all my brothers just take that. Riding through the city, stress free and we laid back but we moving. Never catch the boys snoozing. Winning dog, we're not losing. We in third gear and we cruising, huh? Where I'm from, they scrape the plate just like a Brillo. They hungry whips touching, so they whip it like they will.
The new album, Gift of Faith, you know, it came about from obviously just non-stop working and building on new material, and you know, the reason I called it Gift of Faith is because I think the name's deep, do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be putting out mixtapes with like just hollow titles and meaningless music and whatnot, so I put together the best body of work I could do with what I have, you know what I'm saying, with what I'm working with and whatnot. And I felt like, you know, faith is a gift. To have faith is to believe in something you can't see, you know what I mean? And sometimes that's how it feels for us artists, because we can't see the final outcome, and we can't always see the success that could come from all our hard work while we're doing it. And also it ties in with religion as well, you know what I'm saying? And it does mean that. So it's like gift of faith and to have faith in your gift. Not everyone can write music, record music and perform music, so I feel like that's a God-given gift, you know what I'm saying? So gift of faith, faith in my gift. If you ever heard different and it sounds like a myth, you know what I'm saying? Gift of faith, that's out now as well, man. Solid body, new album, and we're working on new material as well still. To be honest, it's a question I get asked so often, man, and it's like there's no like real answer for it apart from the fact that it's my initials. And when I used to do like garage and old school music back in the day, it was just easy to fit in like syllable rhyming, ASB, other MIC, it was just easy to fit in, and it was my initials in it. So obviously I was running with that for a long time, because before I came to that, I had so many bullshit names when we used to do this little DJ and thing and sets in the youth centre and that. I'd have so many bullshit names, Vortex, this, that, listen, joke thing. So obviously we come up with ASB being my initials, and then as I kind of got a bit older and whatnot, and we hit the road and was getting in a lot of trouble, my brethren used to call me antisocial behaviour. Kind of liked it at the time, ran with it. Obviously we've grown up since then, we're not antisocial no more. But ASB, we had to stick with the name, because I had done so much with it in terms of radio and mixtapes and shit at the time, so that's where it stems from, man. I like your boy. Boy, top 5 albums, that's a madness, to be honest. I'll tell you something about me. If you don't know, I'm a proper music fan. I can't go a day without listening to music. It's so nuts that I had to go buy the 160 gig iPod to stick all of my shit on that I listen to, because it's such a wide selection of music. So to narrow it down to 5 is a difficult one, to be honest. But off the top, without really thinking about it too tough, I'm gonna have to say Jay Z, Reasonable Doubt, Nas, Stillmatic, I have to stick I probably have to stick Eminem in there for the Marshall Mathers LP, such a classic. And the other two, just, do you know what, there's so many, to be honest, that to get the number 2 is crazy. I'm probably gonna have to say something like, I'll have to say, man, maybe Dr. Dre 2001, and oh wait, do you know what, I liked a lot of the Dipset music growing up, a lot of D-Block and that, 50, so I'm gonna say 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. That whole New York thing was me, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, shout out all the other albums, man. A lot of inspiration come from hip-hop. And if you're talking about UK music, I don't know if I've got like a top 5 that I can think of, but I fucks with a lot of classics like Dizzy Rascal, Boy in the Corner, you know what I mean, who else got a classic? I like Wretch 32's last album, big album. There's a few here and there, you know what I mean, so yeah, man, shout out all of the rappers, man.
Now Ray's riding bang up, little Lisa's all alone. This functional family, she grew up in a home. Her mother was a junkie, she was always on the road. Strung out on them rocks, Lisa never knew her pops, cause her mother slept around for the smallest of peas.
do you know what? I fucks with a lot of people from the UK. I like a lot of things that's going on. But in terms of who I'd like to work with, probably it's a hard one, man. I'd say I probably have to go a bit left field and say someone like Plan B, man. Like them choruses, even Dappy as well. The choruses and the singing mixed with rap ability, like the melodic flows. I love that, man. So I'd probably say them two as like the first that spring to mind. But also I'd like to work with, you know, people like Rich 32 in terms of rappers, and you know, there's a few more out there that are doing their thing as well, man. So I probably have to say Plan B, man. I like Plan B still, fuck with him. Yeah, the grime scene, man. Back in the day, grime used to be like a cult following in the UK. It's like everyone was a grime artist. There was hardly any rappers. Grime was popping then, man. I gotta say I fuck with grime because of that era. I mean, I was involved with it myself, but I feel as I matured as a man, I kind of took a step out of it, and it was dying, it was fizzling out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not dying, but fizzling out, and I stood back from that, took a break from music for a while, and came back to rap, because I always wanted to rap, but there was no foundation in the UK for rap. You had like your Skinny Mans, your Backpackers, and Rodney P's and that, but there weren't really no one that had set it to be big. So I mean, grime, you know, I gotta say, long live grime. You get me? Because it's what started us all off, and it put the UK on the map for having rude boys who are rapping and tearing up sets and doing the thing, talking their life, they're living in that. So I love grime, man, but I'm not really too into it myself anymore. So I big up the grime culture, because that's what it's about. The most underrated artist, man, I'm gonna have to say myself, and it sounds biased as fuck, but I don't give a shit. You know what it is? I've been humble for a long time, yeah. I've sat down, been humble, cool in it, boom. Yeah, you lot want to rate everyone, get on it, like it's cool. And I understand it because everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? But I'm coming, yeah. So I put out a good album. I put out 3 mixtapes, EPs, lots of visuals, and we got a bag more coming. And I feel like I got a talent. You get me? So I got to say I'm underrated. I feel very underrated. So I have to put my name in there. And if I'm talking about someone else, if I'm honest, I couldn't give a fuck if they're underrated, because I can only worry about me. So, sounds self-centered, sounds selfish, sounds biased, but underrated, what pops to mind would be myself, man. Hey, yes, my bad. Well, the things that keep me motivated and inspired, man, is like, you know what, inspiration, literally, I always say this to everyone who does music. People say, you know, writer's block and and it's true, you can get it, but I feel like inspiration can be drawn from anywhere, anything that's around you, whether you're watching it on the television, hearing it on the radio, seeing it in the street, passing on a train, the music you're listening to while you're doing these things, the programs you watch. Honestly, I think that like inspiration can be drawn from anywhere, depending on where your mind's at the time and what you're seeing, because sometimes things are there to be seen but we don't take them in because we've got other stuff going on in our mind. So I'd say inspiration can come from listening to like music, hearing other artists that are popping, you know, like when I hear a beat or a hook or something that I wish I did, like fuck, like why didn't I think of that? That's inspiration to me. Like I hear some of these dudes going crazy, spazzing out, and it's like, whoa, why didn't I do that first? You know what I mean? Why didn't I do that? That's hard. And I'm a fan of it, so I can't even sit here and act like anyone's better than anyone, because a lot of people bring a lot of different things to the table. So if I hear something and it inspires me, I can take that energy and it motivates me. So sometimes motivation and inspiration come hand in hand. The motivation to keep going. Sometimes you inspire yourself. You're just non-stop. You know what I mean? So, but any classic music that comes on and it can like, you could pick up on even the way they done the ad-libs in the 70s on some soul music, or the way they recorded and that, and you might feel inspired. So your mum might say something deep to you while you're chilling at home, and that can inspire you. So I just think being open-minded would be what I say. That's what keeps me going, being open-minded and being humble with it, man. You know what I mean? Definitely, 100%.
Hear that, young? Listen to the sound. Sirens, wheel spins, everything is loud. On these council estates, where them hallways are pissy. When nitty's in the corridor and trying to cop a draw.
Well, obviously what's next for me is to keep on going and don't stop, don't give it a rest. I'm not going to go on with a big plan and say this is what's coming, but what I can say is the Gift of Faith, we're still pushing it, so it's doing well. It's got a little bit of feedback and that, but it's not quite where I wanted it to be. It's a bit underrated, going back to what you're saying about underrated. So I feel like, to be honest, the next steps are visuals. I've got a visual coming out for Bright Lights, so it might be out by the time this is out or the following week. Bright Lights is the one you've got to look out for. And then just to let you know, every month I do something called Monthly Monologue with Spiff TV on their YouTube. We're on our second one. That's out. We've got Breaking Bread Freestyle, Pray For Me Freestyle. So expect one of them every month. Expect probably a big visual every month or 3 weeks or 2 months at max. And I would say look out for an EP. I'm working on an new EP. I'm in the studio making material, that's for certain. Shout out my brothers, K's Beats, Zach, Gotti, Major Notes. Everyone that I fucks with in the studio, man, we're putting in some work and we're getting some stuff done, man. So 100%, man. Look out for the new material. Yeah, Gift of Faith's available from a few different outlets. What I did with that is when I dropped it as like a free version and then the deluxe version to pay for. So the deluxe version is 22 tracks. It's on iTunes, so you catch it on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, Last.fm, what other stores it's on. It's all over digital outlets basically. Anything that's a digital outlet, you can get that. You can check it out on Shazam as well. And then there's a free version, which is a regular version that's out on Link Up TV's website, Grime Culture, Mixtapedia, my website, www.officialasb.co.uk. You can catch everything on there, so it's on there as well. And also there's just to let you know what's on it, you know, the deluxe version, if you support it and you feel to support it, it's 22 tracks long. We've got features from Sincere, Smiler, Ash Ketchum, who else we got on there, man? Teaser on production, Major Notes, K's Beats. There's a few other rappers on there as well. Don Jagger, can't really remember off the top of my head, but that's a big line up there. It's got a lot of solid tracks, real music, skits on there from actual comedian and whatnot. So get online and check it out, man. Give it a listen, and if you like anything on there, cop a track to support the cause, even if you take the free version. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's out there, man. Gift of Faith.
Yes, hey look, we do this for the city. For my G's that's riding with me. Them cold nights, damn flats, slinging to the biggies. Look, even though we sinning, money makes